Okay, I'm aware I look crazy right now, but that is okay, don't we all? I'm just gonna pull this hair back because it's just not cooperating with me right now. So I'm gonna go in with moisturizer, and the first thing I'm using is the Physician Formula's Rosè All Day Serum. I actually love this. I got this at Generation Beauty, and let me tell you, I feel like it's been doing wonders for my skin. So it first comes out like white, and then when you rub it into your skin, there is this like pink rosy color to it, which honestly it looks, smells, and feels so beautiful on my skin. I've really been loving this. To add a little bit more moisturizer, I'm going into my Milk Makeup. This is their cooling water cream, and I'm just gonna swipe this all over my face. I'm starting to really love those two combination of moisturizers because it actually makes your face a little bit sticky, so it's going to be really great for makeup application after. I am going in with primer here. I'm using my Benefit Porefessional. Just moving on to foundation really quickly. I'm going into my Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. This is one of my top holy grail foundations. This is in the shade Tahoe. Just really quickly, I want to show you guys what my face looks like with foundation and without. So obviously this is the side with the foundation, and this is the side without. Like, the foundation doesn't feel heavy on my skin at all, and it's not completely matte. So I'm first going into my Jouer High Essential Concealer. This is in the shade Dulce de Leche, and I'm just going to put a little bit right here. And then I'm going into my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. The shade is a bit lighter, so I'm just going to put this over here as more of like a highlight type of situation. And I'm blending everything out here with my e.l.f. sponge. If you guys had seen my last video, which is my Ulta haul, I showed you guys that I actually bought like 2 of these sponges because they are just so good. So before I go in and set everything, I'm actually going to go in with cream contour. I'm trying this one out by Pixi. This is their Multi-Balm Sheer Sculpting Stick. So I'm not going to go straight onto my face with the stick. I mean, you can, but I feel like it just makes your life a little bit harder when you're ready to blend. So I'm going to go in with a brush. This is the NYX Professional brush, the number 22. So I'm just going to kind of go in with this here, and then just tap it on these little like contour areas. What I like about this is that it is so easy to build up, and you don't get like a crazy amount of color on your first try. So essentially what I'm really saying is that you can really customize and build this up to your personal preference. Set my entire face as well as my concealer. I'm going with my Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. I love this powder, if you guys haven't noticed. To bronze and contour my face, I'm going to be going into my Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette, and honestly, I'm just going to be mixing all 3 shades. I haven't really made up my mind whether or not I like this palette. I do think the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette is better, but I don't think that this is a bad alternative either. To just kind of deepen up the contour, I'm going in with a smaller brush and still picking up a mixture of all 3 shades, just kind of snuggling it right in these hollows. On to blush, I'm using my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the color Paarty. Just popping this on my cheeks. For highlighter, I'm first going into a cream product. This is the Benefit Whatsup highlighter. I know I already said everything with powder, and you know, by the book, you're not supposed to do that. But we all know here I don't really follow rules. I just kind of do whatever I want. Okay, and to set that, I'm going in with my favorite highlighter. This is the Ofra Cosmetics and Nikki Tutorial collab. This is in the shade Glow Goals. Face is done. I'm gonna go in and set everything using my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Okay, while this is drying, I'm gonna go off camera, do one of my eyes, and come back with you guys. Alright, so I ended up going into the friendcation palette with Dose of Colors, and I ended up using Dirty Money all over my lid. And let me tell you, this is such a bomb palette. If you have not purchased it yet, what are you waiting for? I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Go on their website right now and go buy this palette. First color I'm going into is the color Necessary, starting in the middle of my lid and blending it out. And then taking a slightly smaller blending brush, I'm picking up the shade Churro. And I'm doing the same thing with this shade where I'm starting in the middle of my crease and then buffing it out. I'm quickly going back in with that first brush we used and blending out these edges here. To deepen everything up, I'm going into the shade Sheen, starting on the outer corners here and then buffing it into the crease. I have to say, I'm like loving the way that my skin looks right now. Everything is just nice and glowy. Very nice. Okay, now for my lid, I'm picking up the shade Dirty Money, and I am going to be wetting my brush just a little bit and use any setting spray that you have. Alright, let's move on to my lower lash line. I'm going in with a black gel liner in my waterline. I'm using the Sigma Wicked Gel Liner, and I am going to be dragging it down on my waterline as well as my lower lash line just a little bit. I'm going to set that black liner really quickly using a little bit of Teens, and I'm just going to stamp this on that liner. And then to buff that out a little bit more, I'm taking a little bit of Churro as well as Necessary, just mixing them together on a small pencil brush and just kind of brazing over the edge of that black. Now I'm going to go into eyeliner. Now I normally do my wing liner off camera, but I figured why not, let's do it on camera with you guys. So I'm going in with my NYX Epic Ink Liner in the color black. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera and apply my lashes, and the one that I'm using is the Kiss Lash Couture Triple Push-Up. These are in the style Garter. Moving on to lips, I'm going to first line them using my favorite lip liner. This is the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the color Gone Burgundy. And for lipstick, I'm going into this Clove and Hallow liquid lipstick in the color Uptown. Absolutely love this formula. You should definitely check them out. I don't really know how I feel about this lip color with the eyes, but I think it's not too bad because the eyelid isn't too like crazy intense green, so the pop of color doesn't make it look too bad. So. Okay, before I go, I wanted to actually answer a couple of questions that you guys asked me on my video maybe like 3 weeks ago. So there weren't a lot of questions, so that's why I'm just going to kind of quickly include it in here. Okay, so the first question is from Esther Christina. I hope I'm saying your name right. She asked, what shampoo do you use? Your hair always looks so good. Oh, thank you. So the shampoo I've been using for years now is the Pantene Sleek and Shine. I use the shampoo and matching conditioner. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I kind of always like to do that. The shampoo that I have been using recently though is the Wen shampoo and conditioner. I got it at Generation Beauty and I have been loving it, but I will say I haven't been using it that much to kind of recommend it to you guys, but I love the Pantene conditioners and shampoos. Okay, so Jessica Hall asks, would love to know your background and tell us a little bit about yourself. So I was born in Guyana. I was not born in New York or the States. Guyana is in South America, if you guys don't know. I came up here to the States when I was 3 years old. Actually, when I was 2, because I actually spent my 3rd birthday up here. I have photos. And I actually lived in the Bronx for 10 years, and then we moved to Queens. So I'm currently in Queens right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what exactly you would like to know. If there is like a specific question of what you want to know about me, just comment down below and I will definitely answer them. Last question is from Misbehavior16. She says, you're probably the only one on YouTube I bother watching these days. Oh my god, thank you. Do you have any recommendations on the best shampoos or hair treatments for thick hair? Yours seem thick. So again, the shampoo and conditioners that I like to use is from Pantene, specifically the Sleek and Shine. My hair really isn't thick. It's kind of thin and it's a little frizzy, but it has a little bit of a wave. The most I would say is that I used to kind of soak my hair in baby oil, braid it really tightly, and just kind of leave it that way for like the whole weekend. I will do that when I know I'm not going anywhere and I'm not leaving my house. So that's the only thing that I used to do to kind of get it a little bit longer and healthier. But yeah, this is the end of the video. If you guys have any more questions or anything specifically you want to know about me, just like list them down below in the comments and I will of course answer them again. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Why my favorite girl? Sing what you got, my favorite.